Okay, so the next task is going to be to set this enemy to be at the top, and we're going to basically set it to a random number. And the way we do that is if I go into the sprites option here at the top there, and you can see I've got set my sprite to position, and we're going to drag that in. Now don't forget we're dealing with the enemy, so you need to change this option here to enemy 1. And what you're going to notice is this enemy is going to go and fly into the top corner. Now you could hard code this if you wanted to, so it would be in the same position, but what we're going to do is we're going to use a random number generator, which just makes things a little bit easier for us. And I'm going to use my math library here, and we're going to look for pick random, there it is. And we're going to use this twice. Okay, so 1 is going to go there, and we're going to use it again in there. So if I just grab that back there, and what we can then do is we're now going to change the value. So you can see at this moment in time it's just making loads and loads and loads and loads. Let me just stop this for a moment. So pick random, 0 and 10. So if you think of that, that's on the x-axis. So it's only going to produce anything from there, and the y-axis is there as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this to 10, and I'm going to set this to say 150. Okay, so that will allow it then to be on the top, and then the y, I'm going to say 10, and then we're going to say 40 as well. Okay, now watch what happens. This is every half a second, right? Just watch what happens here when I start this. So every half a second a new enemy is spawning. Okay, so obviously this would be great for a really tough level, but not for an easy level. So you can change this. If we do it every 2 seconds as an example, and let's just recycle this, every 2 seconds is a little bit easier there, look, and you can see it's randomly coming up now with values there. Okay, now if you wanted the enemies to come down a little bit further, don't forget we're going to get these now to fly towards the bottom. So if you wanted to get these to move closer on the startup, you change these values here. Okay, but at the moment that's exactly what I want. So can you, using the sprites library here, add in this set my sprite and then change it to enemy 1. Using the math library then, put 2 random number generators in here and then change the values. I've used 10 and 150. You can use whatever values you want as long as you don't go higher than I think 150, because that's probably with the edge there as well. Okay, so pause the video now and add this part in, please.